Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We're at Newlands Gym, joined by TUMI PHILLIPS. Do you not want to put what you had back on?
Nah, they told me I've got to appeal to the public, so we'll leave that where it is.
What about what's on your feet, mate?
Crocs, man, comfy.
Right, since I last spoke to you, debut official 7th of September. Johnny Clark, top tier, Diligence. Glad that it's finally over the line. You just said off camera, you don't have to talk about what you've done as an amateur, who you've sparred. Now you can put all you've done in the gym to work.
Yeah, for sure. I'm finally ready to go, you know. I feel like at the build-up we had to talk about who I sparred and what I've done, and I get to announce myself properly. I can put all that stuff behind me. At the end of the day, you can't live off what you've done yesterday. It's about what you do tomorrow, so ready to go.
Well, you just smashed me up on the body bag. We might add this video in.
Let's go. Start the chat. Warming up.
And I can say, for what you turn over, £140?
Yeah.
You hit extremely hard. And what were they, 10-ounce gloves, yeah?
Yeah, 10 out, so obviously I'll be boxing in 8s, so good luck.
Good luck. Very nicely put. So, to me, obviously, since I last spoke to you, I think just looking at you train, obviously you can see the improvements there. Do you feel like you're becoming a new fighter under Kevin Lilly here at Newlands?
Yeah, for sure. Kevin's knitting me together nicely. There's little attributes that I couldn't blend together, especially in the amateurs. Being with Kevin's enlightened me on, allowed me to express myself. I feel like I couldn't do that. The 3-minute rounds, not 3-minute rounds, the 3-minute rounds in the amateurs, you ain't got time to express yourself. It's just about pinging shots. So this time's been really valuable for me. I had a lot of weeks training with Kevin now, well, months now. So by the time it comes around to fight now, it'll be almost 6 months, almost half a year, relatively. So it's good.
Were you shocked how different this process has been? Obviously, when a successful amateur turns pro, they know there's going to be adjustments made. But you look very different from the first time I saw you in this gym to when I've seen you today.
Yes. To be honest, in terms of transitioning, if we're talking about transitioning, it hasn't been hard, but it was just about getting out of the amateur mindset. I spent a lot of time with coaches, and this isn't putting them down, but I spent a lot of time being taught how to box like an amateur when I always had the pro style. So now it's just reinforcing what I've known, and Kevin adding bits to my game, perfecting everything. So I'm just happy where I am. I'm meant to be in this game, really, not the amateurs.
I know you will come here, done a little bit of work with Kev, then you went and explored other gyms, but did you know that it kind of clicked from that first day and that's who you wanted to be with? Yeah,
I don't want to be... I'm grateful and thankful to all the coaches that gave me their time. But if I'm going to be honest, I knew that I was going to end up here. Well, I hoped to. It wasn't a foregone conclusion. Obviously, I had to speak to Leon and Kevin himself to see if he'd be willing to take me on. But this was where my heart was at. And I actually had a conversation. I won't go too much detail with Leon. And we needed it to happen. So we've got it done now. I'm happy here.
Quite a hard man to impress, isn't he? Look at him over there. He's a bit of a grumpy old man, isn't he?
A little bit, but do you know what? I'd rather he's overzealous than under. Do you know what I mean?
Big words, mate. I think I'm going to need a dictionary for that one, mate. But,
but I'd rather he's a nitpicker than someone that lets things go. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather it that way. So I'm happy. Yeah.
Going to go round to the next man over there, your manager, Leon Sudbury. Kind of his fighters are all making their debuts now. You have Romeo, you had Lily Winch, I know you still got Josh, yourself, but getting itchy knuckles when you're seeing all them takeover sports management posts about debuts. and yeah, you just want to get in there.
Yeah, man. Even however long it was ago, a couple months ago at Romeo's debut, I sat there with Josh and I was like, oh mate, like I'm ready to go. But obviously there's a process. I had to do all the medicals and stuff. I had a little bit of setbacks and stuff I needed to complete with that. But I'm ready to go, man. I'm buzzing.
And the show that you're on, Top Tier, I know you've been to some of Johnny's show before, that's right. They are quality shows, aren't they? Look, no expense spared on production. Gives you a proper night to remember, hopefully all being well on the debut.
Yeah, for sure. Mate, Johnny's shows, I went there, first show I went to was Gideon Jonas, a good friend of mine, boxed, and I was looking at the production and everything, I was like, mate, this isn't quote unquote small hall. He's kind of like, he's not big promotion, but you might have to class him as medium hall at this point. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's in the middle. He gives you the big show production, but the small hall sort of effect and like the vibrance of everybody being in the arena, like it's very homely. It gives you that You're Cool sort of vibe, even though it's obviously it resides at the Brentwood Centre. You get that You're Cool sort of feeling. So yeah, it's a good show. I'm hoping to make a statement on there as well.
Obviously last week Lily Winch made her debut and then straight after she gets announced for that show. So in an ideal world, he has his shows, every 2.5, 3 months. They could roll on to you until big opportunities come, because if you fulfil your potential, what the two men behind me are saying, the big opportunities will come, but until that moment, you're happy to stay on these sort of shows.
Yeah, for sure. I'm grateful to Johnny. Listen, it's not a right, you know. He didn't have to accept me on his show. Regardless of what people make of his shows, I feel like they're a platform that you can't take for granted. You know, not everybody does the promotion like he does, especially on the scale that he has to work with. So I'm very appreciative, and as long as he keeps giving me the opportunities, I'll take them gladly.
Excellent to me. Anything else you'd like to mention before we finish?
Just want to say thank you to everyone supporting me. And yeah, get ready, September 7th. With them 8-ounce gloves on, let's see how long it goes. So, yeah.
Thank you very much for beating me up today, and thank you very much for speaking to IFLTV. Cheers to me. Cheers, mate.
Wall Street Memes Casino
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.